Welcome to Timberline Bass Podcast, your place for Wisconsin bass fishing and everything outdoors.
Hey, folks, welcome to another episode of the Timberline Bass Podcast. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm working here with Nate Parker, the owner of K&B Outdoors. He's kind of got a little bit of a catch-all, hunting, fishing. Um, so we'll bring him on here and we'll talk. I know, too, he does a lot with food plots. I thought this would be a really interesting subject to touch on. So without further ado, here's Nate Parker. How's it going, Nate?
Not too bad yourself.
Doing pretty good. I guess if you want to kind of go into and just give a quick general explanation of everything you guys have to offer.
We have food plot seeds, elite bows, center point crossbows, diamond bows, fishing stuff. We have a sock line, minerals, which I make my own mineral. It's called Nate's Bone Builder, geared towards antler growth 100%. We have some camo, lots of barbecues, seasoning, smoking pellets, corn. Pretty much a one-stop shop for anything you need for the outdoors, I guess, is what we carry here.
Awesome. Well, if somebody walked into K&B Outdoors for the first time today, what would you want them to experience before they left?
Just the variety of local products that we carry. Trying to support local is what we're all about.
That's awesome. Um, Sorry, I got a list of questions here. So, give us a little bit of background. Well, first of all, your background in the outdoors and what made you decided to get into the line of work you're in with KMB and everything else you got going on.
Hunting and fishing has been a big part of my life. So me and my dad do bass tournaments together and do food plotting and hunting and all that stuff we've always done. And just one day decided I'd give her a whirl to see. We started out in my garage and now have moved to Brock's Butcher Block. So it's slowly growing and been a good adventure. This year we took on land clearing. So we'll clear food plots in the middle of the woods for you and take care of that and just slowly adding stuff every year.
Well, and that's got to be a pretty big thing. I know that that's a lot of people's biggest headache with doing food plots is finding the time to do it, having the equipment to clear the land. Um, eh, has there been a pretty good response since you guys started doing that?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of repeat customers and stuff. We get in and get out and try to be as efficient as we can, saving them money and also just keeping my life moving and helping other people.
That's awesome. What was your original vision when you started, always this broad covering this many things?
No, no, it's gotten to the point where it's a handle to keep a hold of, but it's been fun the whole way. So
Well, that's always a good problem to have when a business grows like that. What would you say was the hardest part of getting started?
Basically, we started from zero, so we just used our own money and started chipping away, getting stuff little by little. So getting inventory was the hardest part, and I mean, we own a little bit of land here too, so we had a tractor and stuff, and I had all the stuff to do that already. So that part wasn't the hardest part. So
Well, that's a big thing. I can imagine how big of a grind it is starting out on your own. I mean, it's not like I'm sure you're not a trust fund baby. Like, that's money hard earned and that's putting a lot on. So I
yep.
definitely that's why people, I mean, shopping local and staying as local as you can is such a big deal. What surprised you the most once customers started coming in?
Just the word of mouth of the work that I've done, and they helped spread it, and their neighbors started calling, and it was just a good customer base with verbal knowledge from other people watching me do what I do the best, I guess.
No, that's you know you're running a good business when word of mouth is, the best advertisement. Um so now that we got somewhat of an idea how KMB started, let's kind of talk about what makes it different. I mean, to you, what makes it different from some of the other similar businesses out there?
Just a lot of one-on-one time. I spend a lot of time with customers, making sure I'm doing what they want. So they're the most important piece of the business. So,
Yeah.
and selling
Um,
quality products is the other thing, I guess. I mean, anyone
yeah, it's
can
a lot
sell seed,
easier.
but you
Right.
have to
And
know
it's a
the
lot easier.
germination rates and all that stuff too. I mean, there's a lot of knowledge behind seed besides it comes in a bag and you just throw it on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier to sell a product you have some actual faith in too, you know.
Yeah, everything that we have here, I have tested over the years and put my trust in it. So I'm not just trying to make a
Well,
sale, I'm trying to sell you.
ooh, sorry, folks, we lost Nate. Let's see if we can get him back in here for a second. So now KMB covers, hunting, fishing, land management, and I would definitely even say that the lifestyles themselves. How do you balance all of that? I mean, you've got your hands in a lot of cookie jars.
Yeah, I guess just wake up every day and do what you can do. I mean, we work 7 days a week, so that's part of trying to make your business run, I guess. I knew what I
Yeah.
signed up for, so
What products would you say your customers are most excited about right now?
definitely the food plot end of it right now is the big thing. You know, we got Domain and Grandpa Ray's Outdoors, Rake Fuel, Big Rack. That's our top seeds that we sell here, so they're all local.
And I suppose too, throughout the season, I'm sure it changes the closer you get to bow season and rifle season. I'm sure you guys probably move a few more bows and guns, and you guys do tree stands and stuff too, don't you?
Yep, we got muddy tree stands and hort blinds and earth blinds.
Um, so I mean, I guess kind of walk us through a little bit. How setting up doing a food plot with you works, and kind of start to finish how it goes.
I guess as far as if it would be a new property, I go assess it, look at it, and then the first thing I do is either mow it and then spray it, or if the grass or weeds aren't too tall, we'll just spray it right away. Give it a week or two to see how it took. If need be, hit it again, and then a couple weeks later, we'll till and start planting after that. Fertilizer is a big thing. I mean, that can make or break your food plot. You put as much effort into your food plot as what you want to see out of it is my biggest motto. Cheaper isn't always
So
better sometimes.
and when a customer comes to you, I mean, you pretty much take care of it from start to finish, right?
Yep. Yep.
And I'm sure that's a big. I mean, honestly, I've until Troy told me about you guys, I never even knew that was a thing. Most guys in my neck of the woods, it's always been the crap you get at Fleet Farm in a bag, and most guys just go find a flat chunk and throw some out there and hope for the best.
Yeah, there's a lot of prep work in between the start to finish of it. So, I mean, it definitely takes time.
What would you say are the biggest mistakes landowners make with, food plots and habitat?
Um, the food plot end of it is just not keeping up on the fertilizer. If they want to take that part on themselves, I mean, I'll tell them when to do it and how many times it should be done after I leave. Um, stand placement is probably the biggest failure for most people. I guess if you're climbing up into your tree and a deer is watching you climb up into your tree, that deer will not move until you leave again. So if you're seeing a lot of deer on camera at night, 9 times out of 10, they're watching you climb up your tree.
And I'm sure there's a lot of us out there that it's happening to, and you never even realize it.
Yeah. There's a lot of little tricks you can do, in the springtime. Send a friend down in the woods where you think your deer are bedding, and then send somebody up a tree to see if they can see you. If they can, well, that's why your deer aren't moving in the daylight.
I know one we were always told too, have two guys walk in together and one guy walk back out while when you're up in the stand because deer can't count.
Yep. Yep. I've got 2 deer hanging on my wall that I've had to do that because they were watching me walk in.
That's awesome. What would you say is one underrated product right now that people should know about?
Probably the raw scent that we carry is some of the best scent on the market. It's fresh. I mean, I've had some really good success with it in the last couple of years when we started carrying it. And then
Awesome.
Elite Bows is another product. I mean, that's a great bow, most shootable bow on the market. I've had a lot of good
I
success with that,
I
with
will
people
say
buying
that
it.
Elites is one brand I'm actually fairly familiar with. We had a bow shop in Loyal, Wisconsin down here. And before they closed down, they got an Elite dealership. And I've had Matthews, I've had Bowtech or two, and none of them were anything like that Elite. The let off, just a smooth bow, never had a problem with it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're super smooth, super shootable, very easy to work on. And they're just all around a good bow. They come out with a new youth line this year that's been a pretty popular hit too. So
Awesome. Now I think we'll dig a little bit more into the land management and habitat side of things. We kind of covered some of this stuff, so I got to dig through my questions a little bit. Um, what would you say aside from the stand placement and the food plots themselves, what other mistakes do you see a lot in the habitat around that? Are guys brushing wrong or anything like that?
well, a lot of it's just soil health. I mean, I do a lot of samples of soil and stuff to make sure that you're putting what the soil needs instead of just throwing stuff down too. That helps a ton. I mean, setting up
Um,
your bedding area to your food plot, your access. I mean, all that plays a key into killing a big buck.
well, and I suppose so will you go through with a landowner and actually kind of tell them where the best place to put a plot would be? Is that part of your service?
Yep. Yep.
I'm sure that makes it really popular too, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. Um, if someone only had one weekend and one budget friendly, or one weekend to make one budget friendly improvement, what should they do?
Well, I guess with a limited budget, I would say the first thing that I would do is put in a water hole. That seems to be the most efficient thing that helps your deer hunting out. I mean, deer need water and they don't like cold water. They want room temperature water.
No
So
kidding. I would have never thought of that.
yeah, yep. They'll drink out of a earth pond. If you set it next to a creek, they'll drink out of that earth pond before they go to that creek.
No kidding. Yeah, that's crazy. Um, here. Um, I'm assuming you guys move a lot of trail cameras and stuff too, correct?
Yep. We sell a lot of Tacticams. That's been a hot thing on the market around here.
That's one thing I've always wondered with trail cameras. How are they more helpful or hurtful? Like you said, a lot of guys see the deer on there and then drive themselves nuts. Oh, I'm seeing them at this time, and is there anything aside from being careful when you're climbing up in the stand a better way to utilize trail cameras?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they can either hurt you or help you. I guess the biggest thing is to make sure when you decide to go hunt this deer that you've been getting drove nuts over, it's the right day, the right time. I mean, biggest thing. I mean, sometimes less sits is better than more sits.
Um, you know, with the wide variety of hunting gear that's out there, you know, I know a lot of guys that spend tons of money, you know, Sitka this and scent killer that, you know, in your opinion, what actually matters and what gets overhyped?
I guess we have very good luck with Scent Thief. It's
Okay.
just a spray that you spray on your body, and I run all scent locker stuff, so I run my clothes through that when I'm done and right before I go out every time, and I think it makes a huge difference myself.
Okay. Is there anything you can think of that people seem to be hung up on that just you know, is really overrated? Guys are kind of wasting money on.
And it's teach your own, I guess. I mean, I don't. You can
I
buy
suppose.
whatever you want. I guess it's not. I'm not here to here to tell you what you can wear and what you can buy. But I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure it's like fishing to an extent too. You know, a lot of it's what you got confidence in. If you're not
yeah,
confident, you're pissing in the wind anyways. Um. Here we go. We'll touch a little bit on your guys' fishing stuff too. I know. You guys carry a decent amount of tackle and stuff too, don't you?
yeah. It's slowly growing here every month. We're just slowly adding stuff to it. Yeah, we got TNT swim jigs and Rage products, Yokomoto products, Spear Point hooks, cigar line, just copper red baits. We have some frogs and some jerk baits and crank baits from them. That's a new product that we just got in the spring.
Awesome.
So
Uh, what baits would you say you probably move the most of?
probably the swim jigs and the Rage craws and the Sinkos.
Yeah, them are normally a pretty safe bet, you know. Um, you know, you're a bass fishing guy. What's one bait you think everybody in Wisconsin should have?
I mean, a Sinko you can pretty much catch anything on. So
Yeah, that's definitely a pretty safe bet there. Um, um, so do you only bass fish? Do you do any pan fishing or anything like that? Chase walleyes
yeah,
at all?
we take the kids pan fishing every now and again, but my boy is getting into bass fishing more and more, so I think that part's going to fade out eventually too. So,
Nothing wrong with that. Um, what tournament trails do you guys fish?
so me and my dad put on one. It's the Bass Flippin' Fun series, and then
Okay.
we jump into some opens here and there.
Okay. I was gonna say I know your name's familiar. I mean, I'm sure we've crossed paths at a tournament somewhere, but um what else do I got here? Um well, I think now would be a good time. I know your guys' business is more than just K and B. Um do you want to take a minute and kind of touch on some of the other stuff?
Yeah, so newly added two part of KMB. Um, underneath the Hungry Hunter, which is a bar and grill here, we have Cedar Crest ice cream that we do in KMB. That's been pretty popular lately. The bar is a full restaurant. We do prime rib on Saturday, Friday night fish. Um, our food's amazing. I mean, we've got a lot of good response back out of that. And then part of the restaurant too is connected is Brock's Butcher Block. So he does all your deer processing, bear processing, 24-hour drop off cooler, beef, you name it, he'll butcher it. So he's
That
got a
that
lot of
is
great products.
that is definitely a hard thing to find nowadays. Even over by us, you know, we used to have Smith Brothers, but they won't. You can't bring cows in anymore. It's all hanging halves, and you know, a good butcher is hard to find.
Yeah, he's full service. He's got a lot of good products here that he makes. The snack sticks are great. Jerky's good. All of our
So
meat and stuff that we run through the trailer is fresh, never frozen. So you're getting a fresh burger that's never been froze.
awesome. Um, so was the restaurant side of things kind of just something that came along, or was that part of your vision for this from the start too?
I guess I would always had envisioned K&B maybe doing some food with all the seasonings and stuff. But then when Brock gave us a call and asked if we wanted to move our business over here, we just kind of started chatting about it and added a bar in between the mix in between. So just kind of all fell together.
Well, I mean, that's awesome. Like, you guys are really kind of a one-stop shop. I mean, stop in, have a beer and a slab of prime rib after hunting all day, or stop in on the way to the lake, for a fish fry.
Yeah.
There's not too many places like that.
No, it's a unique place. So we do live music every Saturday. I mean, we try to keep it busy around here.
Um, so I mean, kind of creating a destination was, one-stop destination really kind of brings your vision together. What do you think makes people come back?
I would say the food and the service that we have right now is hard to come by. So, I mean, it's a beautiful atmosphere, really laid back here. This is all around a
Awesome.
nice place.
Do you guys have anything next in mind for K&B? Anything else you're looking to add?
Hopefully, in the near future, we're going to have guns added to our lineup. So
I
that's,
suppose getting an FFL can be kind of a stringent situation, I guess, where a
yeah,
lot
we're in
goes
the
into it.
process, but it takes time. So hopefully, in the near future, we'll see guns around here. So
Awesome. Um, well, thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate. I love talking about local businesses, and honestly, anybody listening, if you're in the Sparta area, stop in. Definitely have a meal, do some shopping, support a local business. But before we get out of here, I'm gonna bug you with my final cast segment. Just some random questions. Uh, Starting, would you rather have one giant property, or 10 average little ones that a guy could hop between?
I mean, having one chunk is nice, but I mean, it doesn't take a lot of land to hold big deer.
If you could only do one, would you rather hunt or fish?
Oh, that's a tough decision, but um, I would probably still go on the hunting aspect.
I don't blame you. What would you say is more important? Trail cameras, or actually, studying a map and kind of understanding your land in general? I guess not just a map, but, knowing the layout and that sort of thing.
Yeah, being familiar with your land is definitely most important.
What would you say kind of makes or breaks a property? Is it the food plots or the natural habitat, or I mean, do you feel you truly need a combination of both of them to bring it all together?
Yeah, a combination is ideal. I mean, like I said, it all goes back to entrance and exiting is probably the number one killer of everyone's property.
Here's another one that I think is going to be a little hard for you to choose. If you could only bow hunt or rifle hunt, which one would you go with?
I would bow hunt,
I don't know too
100%.
many people that would go the other way. And then here's a special one. Do you do the ice cream before or after you're shopping at K&B?
You can do it while you're here. So you can eat ice cream and walk around and enjoy the atmosphere.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Nate. I greatly appreciate your time. Go ahead and tell everybody, social medias, where they can find you exactly and where to keep track of what you guys are doing.
Yeah, you can follow us on Facebook, and we're located at 4507 State Highway 27, just north of Cataract.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for taking the time.
No. Thank you for watching the Timberline Bass Podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, comment, all that normal stuff. Thank you very much for your support.